Hello, and welcome to Portal. This is a side story, a spin-off, if you will, of the Half-Life series, first debuting in 2007's Orange Box, alongside the very good Half-Life 2 Episode 2, and the also rather excellent Team Fortress 2. But this game, it is safe to say, was a standout little gem that captured the hearts and minds of literally trillions. It is a first-person puzzle game, so rather a departure from Half-Life's gameplay, but as you can hear from that creepy electronically music, the mood is rather the same. So let me waste no more time and we shall dive in to this Gaiden game. It has chapters, like everyone else, but not many chapters. It's a short game. I believe we can get it done in one sitting. So let's load it up right now and see if my claim is true. Just having a dance, waiting for something to happen. We're in this little sleeping...
Hello, and again, welcome to the Aperture Science Computer-Aided Enrichment Center. We hope your brief detention in the relaxation vault has been a pleasant one. Your specimen has been processed, and we are now ready to begin the test proper. Before we start, however, keep in mind that although fun and learning are the primary goals of all Enrichment Center activities, serious injuries may occur. For your own safety and the safety of others, please refrain from... Turn back. The portal will open in 3, 2, 1.
And that is me! I am Chell, the protagonist, wordless as Gordon Freeman before her, but before we do anything else, we're of course going to need some dialogue. So this is really the only glimpse of yourself you get this game, unless you're clever with the portals, which I never am, so there we go. There is a camera staring upon me, wordless, but always watching. This is a big red button. This big red button opens the door, and freedom is before us, but it is pressure sensitive. Fortunately, we have a device here, a device whose sole purpose is to weigh something. So...
Excellent. Please proceed into the chamber lock after completing each test. First, however, note the incandescent particle field across the exit. This Aperture Science material emancipation grid will vaporize any unauthorized equipment that passes through it. For instance, the Aperture Science weighted storage cube.
And this ensures that we cannot cheat by bringing materials and resources into other puzzles. So, there we go. We are all alone in this cleverly disguised loading screen that looks like a lift. So I guess Valve realised that slapping loading all over everything was a bit jarring, so why not just slap a lift ride every couple of minutes instead? We are now on chamber 1. That wasn't even a chamber, that was a proto-chamber, so let us get to the chamber.
Please place the weighted storage cube on the 1500 megawatt Aperture Science heavy-duty super colliding super button.
That is entirely what we do. This puzzle is very simple. We simply have to wait for this portal to change. Oops. Now I guess we have to wait for a little bit before the blue side of the portal returns back to us. Here we go. And now, wait. Beautiful. Off you go. Can we get through?
Perfect. Please move quickly to the chamber lock, as the effects of prolonged exposure to the button are not part of this test.
So, off we go. First chamber solved. We are geniuses beyond our time. So there we go. Like I said, lift ride every couple of minutes. Nice padded walls, just to make you feel comfy and happy. Oh, they stuck a loading screen in there anyway. Fair enough. We need...
You're doing very well.
Thank
Please
you.
be advised that a noticeable taste of blood is not part of any test protocol, but is an unintended side effect of the Aperture Science Material Emancipation Grill, which may, in semi-rare cases, emancipate dental fillings, crowns, tooth enamel, and teeth.
The good old ASMEG. So that's the phone doing what the phone does best, but I can only assume that we're safe. Yes, that was robot level speed as always, but what is this? This rotating device, could it be ours?
Very good. You are now in possession of the Aperture Science handheld portal device. With it, you can create your own portals. These intradimensional gates have proven to be completely safe. The device, however, has not. Do not touch the operational end of the device. Do not look directly at the operational end of the device. Do not submerge the device in liquid, even partially. Most importantly, under no circumstances should you...
Okay, well, I am giddy with excitement and anticipation. Let us create life. Or in this case, a portal. And there we go. Chamber 2, thoroughly thrashed. I can only hope that the noise level of this game is appropriate, because it sounds absolutely cacophonic, kikakavako in my face.
Please proceed to the chamber lock. Mind the gap.
Oh, I will mind that gap. I will pay that gap so much mind that I'll have no more mind to give. Oh, there I am. Hello! Hello! Okay. So, what do we do now? Of course! Are we not the cleverest people you have ever met?
Well done. Remember, the Aperture Science Bring Your Daughter to Work Day is the perfect time to have her tested.
Oh, I've been part of that trick before, GLaDOS. Has she introduced herself as GLaDOS yet? Anyway, her name is GLaDOS. I believe that stands for Genetic Life Form and Disk Operating System. Something like that. Ooh, sudden quietness. But now, the loudness has returned.
Welcome to Test Chamber 4. You're doing quite well.
Thank you. So it's another button dealio. But there we have a cube as well as a radio. There used to not be so many radios in this game, but in the run-up to Portal 2, a patch was released which slightly changed the single-player game. There is something weird going on with these radios where if you bring them to a certain spot, in the map, they'll start emitting a scary static noise, and if you feed that static through like a 1980s piece of software, something incredibly obscure, it renders a usually rather creepy image. So that was a creative little alternate reality game, but not one that we're going to play because...
Once again, excellent work.
I don't have
As part of a required test protocol, we will not monitor the next test chamber. You will be entirely on your own. Good luck.
Thank you. But yes, we're not going to do that because A, I don't know how to do it, B, I don't have that software to get the images, and C, Portal 2 has already come out, so the mystery is sort of over. Then again, we always knew Portal 2 was going to come out, so I guess Valve just wanted to have some fun, because Valve like fun, which is a good thing for a game developer to like, I find. So, 5 out of 19, we're doing quite well. But no! Now there are 2 buttons, this might just be too much. However, because I'm a genius, I will obtain the first cube. And is the second cube down here? Yes, it is. So there we go. It was hard, but not too hard for our brains. And yes, I have not actually played...
As part of a required test protocol, our previous statement suggesting that we would not monitor this chamber was an outright fabrication. Good job. As part of a required test protocol, we will stop enhancing the truth in 3, 2...
But yes, I haven't properly played Portal since the update. These radios are everywhere. There used to be, like, just the one. In your bed chamber. Hello, my head. Whee! But now there are, like, 50 trillion of them, so I hope you like that melody. Here we go. We are doing well. We are doing splendiferously. But will Chamber 6 provide the challenge that we cannot overcome? Energy ball, like the ones the Combine use. Could this mean that Aperture
Flight
Science...
safety is one of many Enrichment Center goals. The Aperture Science high-energy pellet seen to the left of the chamber can and has caused permanent disabilities, such as vaporization. Please be careful.
Okay. So either Aperture Science are involved with the Combine, or they just know how to come up with similar energy pellets, or Valve was reusing resources. One of the three.
Unbelievable. You.
Subject name here.
Must be the pride of.
Subject hometown here.
Fortunately, it was no match for us. Let's get to this lift, and then I will scratch my ears. Oh yes, come on ears. You need to cooperate with me. You always do this when we play games. But, you know... that's the stuff. I can't even begin to tell you how much the stuff that was. So, Chamber 7, I believe we are now. Or was that part of...
Warning devices are required on all mobile equipment. However, alarms and flashing hazard lights have been found to agitate the high-energy pellet and have therefore been disabled for your safety.
I think this is still part of the same chamber, so... that should do it. Sure Daisy.
Now use the Aperture Science unstationary scaffold to reach the chamber lock.
Damn. We were ever so slightly too close. But our time will return again. Fortunately, this is not a speed run, it's just a let's play, so things like that can be forgiven. Whoops. Things like that, however, cannot. Leap! We have leapt, and they have wept. And soon this land shall be swept by our brilliance. Shaky, shaky lift time, shaky, shaky lift time. It is now puzzle time after this loading screen. Okay, are we in Chamber 8?
Please note that we have added a consequence.